Okay, welcome everybody to the World of Ability Podcast Network. My name is Emily Gilmer and a podcast engineer here, and excited to bring you another episode of the World of Ability Podcast, which we are here every Saturday at 1 o'clock Central, and would love to have everybody join us. And so if anybody's interested, to please let me know. I can get that taken care of. So everybody check out all of our social media, LinkedIn, YouTube, and so on, Facebook. And so kind of my connection there is I do have a diagnosis of autism, and I've been a part of the Autism Society of South Central Wisconsin, and planning a adult autism conference for the last 5 or 6 years. And so with nothing further ado, we do have a great guest today, and Marianne and Christian. So I guess bring in Marianne, are you there to, would you like to introduce yourself, say a little bit about who you are, what you do?
Yes. Aloha, everybody. Happy Saturday. I'm Marianne of Waikiki, Marianne Ambrose. I'm an author and Apple game developer of the Acts of Kindness series, featuring 200 folk manus puppets. My books are written for animation movies with sign language characters and soundtrack by Lucy and the Perfect Way. And it's back to school season, Emily. And if you could be so kind, I'd like to share with you my website and how all classroom teachers in the United States of America can receive copies of my books from an organization called DonorsChoose.org. So Emily, if you could take it away, we can show our audience here of how we can go out and play. And so grateful
Okay, first I'd like to introduce Christian here first. So Christian, we met through a mutual contact a few months ago, and as EC Marketing for All. Christian, are you there to say anything about who you are, what you do?
Yes,
and your show?
absolutely. Can you hear me?
You're a little muffled, but we can hear you though.
Okay. Here in support and definitely a part of, thank you for having me and me as always. And good seeing everybody else here today. My name is Christian Ambrose, and we're excited to announce the podcast network, Conversation for All, joining the world of agility. We're also joining today's Community channel and supporting Project by Heart. You can find more information at projectbyheart.org. Fridays, we have our show at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Get ready for inspiring stories, expert advice, and valuable insights. Agreement support to the great volunteers that are in immediate need more participation as well as donation. We have right now, the current suicide rate for veterans is at 22. Did you know that an average of 22 veterans take their lives each year? Let's change that. EC Marketing for All, along with its partners, are committed to dedicating more resources, more funding to who is needed of them. And let me see.
Okay, thanks, Christian. So I guess we can bring up Marianne's website here.
So I'm sorry, Christian, I couldn't understand anything. You were very muffled. I don't know if we can do the sound quality. It was really inaudible.
Yeah, definitely sound quality and streaming quality. Possibly
It's better now.
a little bit better.
It's
Yeah,
better
that's
now.
Absolutely. Thank you again. And just really quickly excited to announce our conversation for all. Again, we're joining the World of Ability Podcast Network, today's Disability Channel, and Project Die Hard. Fridays at 1 p.m. Inspiring stories, expert advice, and valuable insights. Again, this is to support the great work being done by our volunteers who need immediate help and participation as well as donations. So you guys can get involved. Contact us now. Our Fridays meetings are to raise awareness and to bring more support for mental health for our veteran communities, for our underserved communities, and of course our disability and all of our underserved communities. So thanks so much for being here and thank you for having me.
Sounds good. So I can bring up Marianne's website and share to go through that. So here we have Marianne's website.
Yes, Kristen, and we'll be contacting each other so we can update this website with our products. We have some exciting things that are happening. It's back to school season. So again, thank you, Emily, for having us on the World of Ability to show the Acts of Kindness series, book series. We also have coloring books, 10 Apple app games, and all classroom teachers in the United States of America can receive copies of the books from an organization called DonorsChoose. Our first book is Underwater Acts of Kindness for Ocean Cleanup, featuring Noah, the hard-of-hearing whale, who's recruited by a sea turtle called the General of the New Earth Army to tackle the Great Pacific Garbage Patch between Hawaii and California. And I just want to highlight with Christian, with the support with the veterans, the statistics are we have 500 million people worldwide with a hearing loss now. We have millions of moms and dads coming home from being of service who can't hear their own children or grandchildren. And so in these Acts of Kindness series books, we have animal characters who have a hearing loss and are to be of service for global awareness. And we also are making these available again to United States of America classroom teachers who can request them on DonorsChoose with a teacher ID. We also feature Dr. Fingers, the finger spelling hermit crab. And if we can slow it down there, Emily, the book's up there, Rabbit Acts of Kindness, No Bully for Anti-Bullying Month. And that is in October. There is Chelsea, the Courageous Sign Language Chicken. She's in the second book also with Harry, the Hard of Hearing Rabbit, and Eve, the Finger Spelling Bumblebee. So there's Chelsea there. She's doing the ASL finger spelling alphabet. Is now available for free on YouTube to watch 24/7. There is no sound, so you can concentrate on learning the hand sign symbols of the ASL finger spelling 26-letter alphabet sign language. And we also have matching coloring books now that are available on Amazon. So we're so excited to launch all this. We also are partnering with Leon McLaughlin with Clean Water Foundation. And we put his logo on the back of the coloring books as well as the books also. And they'll be bundling down in the future. And Leon will be able to talk about that when he joins us in another hour. And if you want to scroll down, Emily, those are the musicians with the soundtrack. That's Lucy. Lucy will be taking off, leaving Hawaii and relocating to Germany with her husband. So we did a lot of great work on the island of Oahu, Waikiki, Hawaii, at the Unity Church of Hawaii. Our opportunities are expanding to move forward in the direction of growth that we need to individually. And so we are sharing the good news. So again, we put Lucy's lyrics in the back of the book with a vision to bring these into animation movies and looking for any type of unlimited funding to make this happen. So you see there is a hermit crab named Dr. Fingers. He's a finger spelling hermit crab. And he also teaches the finger spelling alphabet. He helps Noah, the hard of hearing whale, in a shipping clinic to rehabilitate after a boating accident, and he loses his hearing. And again, it parallels too, Christian, with people out there being of service, being in the military, or just so go out and playing. Accidents happen, injury happens, and we all come together to support what's happening in the environment and what can we do to be of service for everybody. So this is Dr. Fingers, the finger spelling hermit crab, who is in the Ship Shape Clinic. And though again, those are the books available, not only the books, the coloring books on DonorsChoose.org. Here's the steps where teachers can take action by just going on DonorsChoose.org, filling it out. It takes 10 minutes to fill out. The books are for ocean cleanup, anti-bullying. Climate change book is almost finished now. We have the coloring books. I'm on the social emotional learning curriculum, Department of Education, Hawaii. And it's just great, great fun. And it's what's happening again, globally, environmentally, to us worldwide. And you can see there's a finger spelling alphabet. There's a photo of me with a glove puppet by Folkmanis Puppets. I can put my hand in it. I can do the finger spelling alphabet. So these are great learning tools, educational puppets to have in your classroom as a set. And again, teachers in the United States of America can get the books, coloring books, and a set of Folkmanis Puppets from DonorsChoose.org. And all of that is available on Amazon. And last year, Subaru Hawaii donated $25,000 to classroom teachers requesting copies of the books or any other products that they need to use for their classroom. And in 2019, Good Morning America raised millions of dollars over a weekend for classroom teachers in the United States of America. So we'll see what's happening back to school. So I want to share with you, these are the Apple app games. Now, I just talked with the Apple developer team. We are relaunching these books. We are in good standing. And with Christian's help, he's going to help us change the website to make it more accessible, more clicks and links to our websites with Amazon, DonorsChoose, Apple, and looking forward to working with Christian in September, back to school. That's not too far away. That's about a week away. And so great for him to evaluate the website. I also had the website evaluated by Trevor Gibbs, who is with the Web Detective to make sure that your websites are ADA compliant. Now, 30 some years ago, President Bush signed the American Disabilities Act. At that time, I was employed as a case manager with a deaf at a mental health agency. And here we are 30 some years later with a different vision and mission to share with puppets, animation movies, books, products, and great fun with a storyline and musicians. And we're partnering with Leon McLaughlin, Clean Water Foundation, with all his fundraisers to bring filters to worldwide schools and clinics. And this past July, Christian, I won the Awesome Grant Foundation Oahu, Hawaii chapter, $1,000. Awesome Foundation gives $1,000 a month away to someone who requests for a community project. And they're in United States, Canada, Brazil, Australia, Pakistan. There's different chapters for disability, which Emily, you can apply for next month as a podcast engineer so that we can utilize this money. And part of that money, what I'm doing is I have hired on Jay Stoyan, the founder of the Disability Channel, and Sue Roscoff and Denise and you and Kurt are all part of the team to help market the Acts of Kindness series for the next 4 months. And I'm so grateful that I get to be interviewed by Jay Stoyan and Dr. Laura. And he's introduced me to other people that will be interviewing us. So you're going to hear more and more about the Acts of Kindness series and the YouTube channels where you can learn the ABC, ASL fingerspelling alphabet. And then you can still go out and play the Apple app games today. So we got a lot of exciting things that are happening. These are beautiful flyers created by our Fiverr team in Pakistan, who I tend to work with in the middle of the night. We're updating, reviewing. Amazon has certain standards, so it takes time to create and develop. But I'm really excited to share that we've incorporated the Clean Water Foundation logo to the backs of the books. And Leon will be happy with that. So in the future, we will be bundling those books with the stores that he's going to be opening. And he'll talk about that later in the show. So sliding down, Emily, I'm showing the website here. It's actsofkindnessseries.com. And again, Christian is going to help me develop this. We also have created some t-shirts, some merchandise t-shirts with the characters on there. That happens to be the General of the New Earth Army, again, who recruits Noah, the hard of hearing whale, to tackle the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. We have millions of moms and dads coming home from being of service who can't hear their own children or grandchildren. So these are good educational stories that are happening worldwide, and how we can all take our part and be of service to live on this planet, especially during climate change. And again, we are working on the climate change book. We're on chapter 5, and we'll be completing the book hopefully at the end of the month, and then formatting it and having it ready for Leanne McLaughlin and Clean Water Foundation. So exciting to make this vision and mission happen again. And the opportunity to be here again on the World of Ability podcast. So scrolling down, Emily, we also have some pictures of us in Hawaii. In the beginning, that's me. That's my deaf friend Scott, who I interpreted sign language for over a decade on the island of Hawaii, Waikiki. There's us doing some theater play, concerts, and what great times we have. And we want to share that same aloha spirit and legacy with everybody else worldwide. What a great joy and honor to be there in Hawaii. And with Awesome Foundation, on October 14th, we have it scheduled that Leanne McLaughlin will be delivering the Acts of Kindness series books to the Waikiki School for the Deaf, and the coloring books for the elementary children, Folk Manus puppets. And with that Awesome Foundation grant, we are purchasing a water unit for $150 for the Waikiki School for the Deaf. We're updating our press release. We hope to have a Hawaiian singer, Andy Sexton, join us for a Hawaiian blessing. And we'll be forwarding this to the mayor, Ripalaji, who was a director of Hawaii News Now, to see if he can join and help share this amazing story with Leon McLaughlin when he is in Honolulu, Hawaii on October 14th from 9 a.m. to 12. So the sign languages interpreters are scheduled. The Waikiki School for the Deaf is excited to get these great products, and we want to multiply the acts of kindness worldwide. And on my birthday, that was one of my birthday wishes. And on my birthday, I did receive an email from Minnesota Awesome Foundation, who love the coloring books. And we have to contact the Minnesota School for the Deaf and Blind librarian to request the books from Awesome Foundation Minnesota, to request the books from Marianne of Waikiki, the author, and so that we can get the books into the school, and they'll be evaluating that in the next month. So again, Awesome Foundation is available in different states, and they give $1,000 a month. So figure that out. Each state gives $12,000 away. Who will be the next winner? And hopefully, Emily, that's going to be you on the Disability Channel with the podcast engineer, and we can share the good news. So there's us, the team. There's Suzanne Sims. She's a writer, co-writer, and her husband was the late James Shannon, Colonel James Shannon, who wrote the inspiration for the movie Men Who Stare at Goats. And they came up on the Big Island. They had a agency for books and magazines and consulting. And they came up with a new Earth Army idea. So we have that in the book, Underwater Acts of Kindness. What a great opportunity to have Suzanne to give us that information. She's very detailed oriented with statistics, passionate, and we are just reading all these different articles about climate change and figuring out the way to put this into our next book called Cool Acts of Kindness. That's Lucy Lynch. She's a singer from Germany with an angelic voice. She got her green card over here, and her and her husband are going to be relocating to Germany. And there's me. I'm Marianne Ambrose, Marianne of Waikiki, author and Apple game developer. There's Mr. Scott, Steph Scott, who is a teacher, Reiki master. He taught children with autism. He worked for an audiologist, and he relocated before the pandemic to San Diego, where Christian is. And he got his certification to become a veterinary assistant during the pandemic. Now, just imagine that these interpreters and trying to take classes in a pandemic and being deaf and sign language. I'm so proud of him for do that. So grateful for the interpreters, and he is loving San Diego. So maybe down the road, Christian, you'll meet Mr. Scott. Maybe I'll be coming up to visit, and we can actually work on more of the projects up there, because Leon McLaughlin will be opening up several stores starting in Beverly Hills with these juice, water, coffee, tea bar locations, and they will be positioning and marketing, giving shelf space to the Acts of Kindness series books, coloring books, folk Manus puppets, to bundle them to help fundraise to bring more clean water filters worldwide to schools and clinics. So everybody wins from this networking. So you never know, Christian. I may be coming to San Diego to see you. And there you go. There is our About Us team. And again, that's Suzanne Sims. She was a playwright. She was a winner too of the Awesome Grant Foundation Thrift Store the Musical. And there is Dr. Liddy, who is my intellectual property attorney, who I met through Happy Neighborhood Projects when the beginning of COVID happened. We were introduced to Dr. Liddy as she was a host in Florida. I was a co-host in Hawaii and rolled over and became a sign language interpreter with Denise Vargas, who is also part of the Disability Channel team that's helped promoting the Acts of Kindness series. And I've had several conversations with Dr. Liddy this past week into finding out about the federal trademark. We are still waiting for approval. We applied in July 2021. So 3 years later, we're still on the waiting list for federal trademarking, but it's all good because it's documented. And also, she's introducing me to Dr. Tina, who has a podcast with homeschoolers with 6 million subscribers. She's got opportunities for libraries. She's got some people in her community senior citizen center that may gift us some grants. So good things were happening this week and talking. So I was just very excited to move forward, not only writing with Suzanne, getting feedback from Dr. Liddy about the filing for the trademark, open my arms to unlimited abundance for additional funding to bring these books into animation movie. And yeah, so there is a press release. We'll be updating that with the Awesome Grant Foundation. We'll be sending a press release out to the 50 deaf blind schools in United States of America. I'll be calling them. And that takes some time because some of the staff there, the teachers, the counselors are deaf. So I will have to use a sign language interpreter to sign and voice for me, and Purple Relay. There's a lot of work. So this is another organization too with video. So we'll be moving forward with that in the next couple of weeks to get them out. Also the press release to additional school boards. So it's back to school's time. I did receive a Woman of the Year award from the National Association of Professional Women for my vision and mission. And guess what? It's happening. And here I am saying, yes, I can. I had the opportunity to create the book on a sailboat in Hawaii. Why? Because all this garbage was floating around my sailboat and in the harbor, and wanted to know where this was coming from. And it started from one of the gyres between Hawaii and California. So we wrote the book Underwater Acts of Kindness. We've dedicated it to Boynton Slat from the ocean cleanup. And he is out there and doing amazing work with these gyra jennies and cleaning up the Great Pacific Garbage Patch and other worldwide rivers. And so we were talking about him several months ago on World's Ocean Day and showed a video of their 100th excavation. So thank you so much, Emily and Sue and Kurt, for allowing me to share these additional amazing people who are doing good work around the world and making it safer. There's Auntie Renee at the Equus Hotel. There's Leon McLaughlin and I. When we met, I told him about my book, and he loved the idea. And I told him to read the book on the way home, flying back from Honolulu to Seattle, because he was flying over that Great Pacific Garbage Patch. So this is our team. And we also have the World of Ability podcast team. So if anybody is listening and want to join us, you're more than welcome to contact me, and we can send you a link, or I can answer any questions if you want me to be a speaker. And those are our World of Ability, and everybody wins. So Trevor Gibbs, again, is a Charity Revolution. He evaluates websites. And again, Christian will be updating and reevaluating it. Again, to make it more accessible and to get the products linked. So good things are happening. I'm real excited with it. And Christian, Apple app games are up and loaded on the new Apple ID. We're all set with that. And I'm just really happy with how things are moving forward this week, especially with writing with Suzanne. So thank you so much for your time. I'm Marianne of Waikiki and the Acts of Kindness series. So Christian, tell us a little bit more, and we'll be doing working and evaluating this website in the next week or so.
Yeah, absolutely. As soon as you guys are available, you can reach out to me, calendar something to help you guys out. I think it's important for people to know not only the work that is going on, but have a trust factor when they reach out to. And seems like a lot of the broken links and a lot of missing information that may be working against your cause. And see, these are some of the basic principles that we forget or we don't tend to look at because it's not in something that we're really working in or something visible. We have a plumber for plumbing problems. You have a mechanic for auto repair problems, and vice versa. You wouldn't give your mechanic plumbing issues, and the plumber wouldn't fix any car issues. So we definitely can look at that and go again over what needs to be, or some of the edits that you guys can improve upon, and some of the additional work that will help you guys get better optimization, better user and accessibility, to be compliant, to be accessible. But more than that, within the last few years that you've been doing this now, what is it that you guys are currently giving back to the veteran population, and how are you guys working in regards to giving back through your program?
Again, it's just all classroom teachers can get copies of the books from DonorsChoose. So I don't have anything specifically for the veterans, but I will tell you, Christian, when I was in Hawaii, when I first wrote the first book and I was in the second book of the manuscript, I went to Tripler Army Medical Hospital and I met with the chief of audiology, and her and I are both graduates from Central Michigan University. I'm not an audiologist, but anyway, she read the books and loved them, and she started crying. And I was working with another woman there to get grant funding to have these books as part of a rehabilitative program for veterans and their families, but we did not get that grant. So it's something to think about for us as a team. But at this time right now, we are, getting the books out to DonorsChoose. If teachers can get the books, the children's get the books, they can take it home, they can share it with their parents. So, and, we do highlight, hearing loss. I do talk about hearing loss and ringing in the ears and how people are entitled to their benefits. So that's our gift to us right now. If you have any other ideas or how to get, the coloring books are great fun, or the reading, a copy or a set to these different veterans homes or any other places, facilities, we'll be more than happy to, because if they're sitting in the waiting room, they can, look at it. And also too, we have YouTube that's free where they can learn the finger spelling alphabet, 26 letters of the alphabet. And that's another form of communication as well. So that's my gift also too, is the free YouTube channel and the app games.
Yeah, taking a look at the press release, and I was trying to access some of the other sites on there that are also broken. So that would be a highly recommended fix that would need to be. But also, one of the things that was brought to my attention in regards to the Clean Water Foundation and founders, and in regards to that. So, what is the status, and what are you guys doing with that?
With Clean Water Foundation?
Yeah, the Clean Water Foundation WA.
Well,
Correct.
Leon will be joining us in a half hour. He usually comes on the last hour of the show, and he is working with private equity investors who are going to be opening up 30 locations of juice, water, coffee, tea bars, and they will be marketing the Acts of Kindness series book, because we are writing the climate change book called Cool Acts of Kindness. It features Waterflow the whale, a character, and he is actually in the book. And when he joins us, he can talk a little bit more about that. But they will be bundling the sales of the books and coloring books and puppets to purchase 10% for Clean Water Foundation to bring filters worldwide. We're still in negotiations with that, but that's kind of the vision and the mission.
Um,
So I also had a busy week this week, Emily. I was on JV Directory, networking with other authors who I got to participate in a masterclass with Gary. Gary taught us how to work on giving a pitch. And also the second day was about using your camera. And it was great information from him, and a great opportunity to net with many more people, which I've sent you all the links and information for you to contact all these authors who would love to get their story out as well. So it was a very busy week networking.
well, that's good. So it's good to meet new people and so on. And it's important to get here. Good opportunity to promote.
Yes, and Monday too, I was also
well.
on Santa Papa John's podcast. So we had a great time interacting and sharing story. And again, just sharing the good news of how teachers can get copies of the books. It's back to school from DonorsChoose.org.
Right. And let me see. Yeah, I did get your messages, so I'll reach out to two of them about coming on the show. And So you said the one book is, or the last book is almost done. Do you have an idea of like when it would be published or coming out? Okay then. So one of so to you know one of the things that one of the platforms that we are working with is called Easy Expo. And it is a virtual booth platform that was created by someone we met through the Happy Neighborhood Project. And it is a like a booth space that would maybe sort of be like at a conference. However, this is virtual and a year-round thing. I can, let's see, bring it up here. Give me a minute here. To show everybody. But it is where you're gonna have like a logo or graphic, like an intro video, any links to websites, social media, documents, and so on. And so the reason I bring this up is that on the 4th of July, we had a an event that was sort of like a casual event for everyone to kind of hang out, and if anyone wanted to find out more about Easy Expo or help create a booth and so on, you could get that taken care of. But we are looking to have a couple other ones coming up here, one on October 24th and December 5th. Those are connected with Halloween and Christmas. And we are looking to have different speakers and different things going on. So I'd like to invite everybody to that. That'd be, so both of those are Thursdays in the afternoon, like noon to 6 Central. And so I have Easy Expo up here. So let me share my screen, and also we're gonna put if anyone has any events going on, we can list these events so the other people that have booths on there can see the events and potentially attend if they are available. You can also log in as an attendee to be able to see and connect with the people who have booths on Easy Expo as well. So here's a Easy Expo when you first come on. And over here, click this orange join now button, or the orange join now button. If you don't already have a booth or signed in as an attendee, you click this join now button, and it'll come up with where you can sign as a attendee, put in all this information. And then you click sign up. And then once you click sign up, you come back to this original linker site here, and then click the sign in button up in the right hand corner. And then just let me log in here. So this is gonna look slightly different here since I'm logging in a different way here, but um, so we have the lobby where you have different can list different events, different events here. So if you have them, we kind of have them listed here. And then in the virtual hall, there's different categories. You can have with located in everybody would be in the featured hall, but then you can have it in a different category here, and if you fit better in a category that's not you don't see listed on here, to please let me know and we can get that added. And so and shared hall here, got exhibitors. Now these are all the people that have a booth on here. And I'd love to have you listed in this list as well. And so I go to one of the booths here. You're gonna have here, see it on the left hand side here, you're gonna have your logo or graphic, you're gonna have a intro video, and then you're gonna have click here to have an announcement as well. And then I got links to websites, social media, other things here as well. And then each of these things, there's a place where you can video or text chat with other people who are in here. As well as there's an auditorium, or yeah, there's a lounge. Let's say just for that, but in each of the things you can video and video chat as well. And then in the auditorium here, this is where you're gonna have other videos as well that I can put in here. So the few that I have up here right now are of past podcasts that I've done, or a few of them are videos that somebody sent to me, and so I can put those up there as well. And and so to everybody on here. And so there's that, as well as they have other organizations that we are working with, such as the Nonprofit TV Network, which is out of Texas. And they are looking to promote all of the great nonprofits out there. So if anyone is interested in their creating, or we can help you create during a 30-second and 2.5-minute video about your organization, or how you what you do for the organization, and the organization does, or are you helping that we can put that video run on the Facebook page and so on. And another thing that we do every single day that just happened right before the show started is the 12 o'clock shakedown, which is 15 minutes of music and motion, which was started by somebody who has MS and was really affected when COVID hit, with not being able to move around as much as he usually was used to. And so we got some friends together to start this 60 minutes of music and motion, but since then it has expanded. So now we have our friend Mark who comes on and shares the different like fun holidays and like famous people his birthday. So this is the show that I got from today, just like a couple hours ago. So National Waffle Day, Vesuvius Day, Pluto de Moda Day, Knife Day, Peach Pie Day, International Strange Music Day. So I do that every single day at noon Central, 10 Pacific, 10 a.m. Pacific. And I'd love to everybody join us. Whether that's do it on Zoom, or also Facebook, do live stream to Facebook Live, as well as like YouTube Live, and so on. So if anybody is interested in joining us, especially on Zoom, so last time we can get you the link for that. And so and another thing here, let's see if I can find it. We are working with the disability channel, and the disability channel is having a fundraiser coming up in October. October 12th, from 5 p.m. Central to 11 p.m. Central. So I'm going to share my screen here. So this is the fundraiser. And it's a free event. All donations go towards the Veteran House Alliance International. Also be having a 50-50 raffle. And as well as Freedom Train. That will be there as well. And so encourage everybody to support the disability channel in whatever way you can, whether that's financially or not. The disability channel does have great work with people with disabilities and veterans, and with their educational program called Disability Ventures. That helps people going through the program get jobs in like the media industry, whether that's strictly with the disability channel or elsewhere. And also the other another group that we are working with, who's also a partner with the Disability Channel, is Project Die Hard, which is a veteran-owned, veteran-run nonprofit out of headquartered in Paducah, Kentucky, and they are a faith-based scripture-led nonprofit that is about helping veterans with the transition between active duty and civilian life, as well as with anything they need help with, as well as combating the veteran suicide rate. And they have a facility or a 10,000 square foot building on 20 acres just over the border in Illinois. They're looking to renovate to have 12 veterans, single veterans, couple veterans with their families to stay for up to a year to get all the help that they need. And so here's the Project Die Hard website, projectdieHard.org. And they do have veterans. They have a full fish up breakfast on the first Wednesday, as well as the first Saturday. The Wednesday one is at the IHOP in Paducah, and the other one is at their facility in Illinois. And so I've been working with Ryan Gibson, who's the founder and president of Project I Heard in the past few years here. So also encourage everybody to this is a very important topic, helping our veterans, and that's encourage everybody to help out in any way they can. That's volunteering, donating, prayers, and so on. Nothing is too small. And the project does have a podcast that they do every Monday evening at 6:30 p.m. Central, and would love to have anybody join us on that, about bringing hope to veterans, and so on. And also we have, along with the project I heard, I guess we do have other shows in the network. Oh, and I see that we have our friend Earl join us. Of the other shows in the network, I'd love to have everybody join us. So if anybody is interested, join us. Welcome, Earl.
Good afternoon, everyone. Sorry I'm late. I wasn't feeling good this morning.
No worries. You're here now, though. So all good.
Just the three of us today.
We had Christian to go. And I think Leon might be coming on shortly. So
Okay.
Emily, we have a little bit of a echo, Emily, and Leon will be rejoining us at 12:15 to 12:30. Welcome, Earl.
Thank you, Marianne. Appreciate it.
So what's
I'm not hearing any kind of echo.
That's gone.
So what's with you, Earl?
Well, let's see. Well, I'm going to be doing a corporate gig for an ag company over in Boone, Iowa on Tuesday. So I'm going to get to deal with some corporate execs from an ag company, which I'm looking forward to. Make some more contacts that way. Other than that, let's see, starting next Monday, I'll be starting up on Military Veterans Radio, and that will be on Mondays and Wednesdays. That's on top of that's on top of the other station I do regular sets for on Thursdays and Fridays.
So what time on Monday? What time are you doing the military radio?
Let's see. I gotta go look again.
Is it like a regular scheduled time every week, or is it?
Yeah,
does it
it'll be a
change
regular
every week?
scheduled time, yes.
Okay.
I think I put out notices. Yeah, I can go back and get one of the notices and I can let you know on that.
Okay, no worries. I was just curious. And so that's exciting.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that on Tuesday, and we'll see what happens from there.
Yeah. So is it just like live streaming like music, or like are you actually gonna be?
Yeah, it's gonna be music, and I'll be taking care of announcements and
Okay.
doing her MC work for them, and looking forward to it.
Yeah, that's exciting. How'd you get into this military radio?
Well, I had originally put out a inquiry on one of the internet radio DJ sites groups here on Facebook, and the owner of the military veterans radio contacted me because she had already she had came and listened to some of my shows, and she
Okay.
really liked what I do, plus the fact that I'm a first responder, and so naturally she wanted me to come be a part of the station. And I've come to know her and the other owner of the station, and they are good people, and they've got a clear mindset of how they want the radio to look like, sound like. Yeah, just they were on the air a while back ago, but they didn't have good quality DJs.
Oh,
So
okay.
she shut things down for a bit until she could reorganize and get better people on board, which I'm helping with. Um, and we're going to be starting back up again on Sunday. She's going to kick things off on Sunday, and then I'll be taking to the air on Mondays and Wednesdays.
Oh, okay. Sounds good.
But Military Veterans Radio, they cater to current uniformed military members and also veterans, not just here in the States, but worldwide,
Oh,
because they
worldwide
go
too,
over
okay.
to the UK. So he caters to the military members and also veterans over in the UK as well. Um, so this station has a worldwide presence.
That's awesome. Yeah, the whole thing about veterans is a important topic, and with the whole like suicide rate going the wrong direction. That's
Yeah.
and with all the like mental health and the whatever, it's a very important.
Yeah, in fact, the co-owner, from what I understand, he does a regular veterans news report every day.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and
And there's probably going to wind up being times where I will incorporate some of my podcasts into my broadcast as well. Um, so because I've already cleared that with her, she she definitely wants to add that part to the station. So I've already got voluntold that yeah, I'm going to be incorporating my podcast.
so work in progress. Um, um, but I know you have a podcast. How's your podcast been going?
Right now with the Midwest Plainsman, um, working with independent musicians, upcoming new country music artists, um, and getting to share their music with everybody, helping to promote them and their music is something that, as a person that's been in the DJ entertainment business for as long as I have, it's an important job.
Yeah. It's been going well. Like I'm sure I'm sure you've had interesting guests, number of interesting guests, and
Mm-hmm.
so
Definitely have. And plus, I'm starting to incorporate um, events happening with Lions International. And eventually, I want to start incorporating what I'm doing with the networking as well.
oh, okay.
So yeah, eventually what I would love to be able to do is while I basically while I am live uh with the networking sessions, I'm also going to try to bring that into my StreamYard so that I can incorporate my networking sessions into my own podcast and be able to share that with everybody.
Okay. Like
Still
sharing
trying to get
screen
them. I'm still trying to work around everything with that, seeing exactly how that's going to work. So that's probably going to be a work in progress.
yeah. Um,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, how's everything going with I know you're do like weddings and stuff. Like how's everything been in the wedding wedding
Well,
business?
yeah, last month and this month was kind of slow because nobody really chose July and August to do weddings. Uh, Everybody was looking more towards the springtime and fall this year.
Oh, okay.
Hoping that changes up for next year because, yeah, July and August has always been fairly busy months, but I'm hoping that changes.
I'm sure. I'm sure there's probably an up and down.
Yeah,
Or-
uh,
And
that and I need to find some consistent gigs to keep me busy as well when I'm on my downtime.
yeah.
Marianne, what have you got going?
Well, hopefully we'll have Leon joining us here. And Emily was kind enough to let me show my website, the Acts of Kindness series. Christian Mendez joined us too as well. And had a very productive week. Monday, I joined Santa Papa John and for his podcast. And I joined JV Directory this week with authors and networking. Emily has a big list of people to follow up and send an invite to join us on the World of Ability podcast to share their story, their books, their background, their history. And I also joined Gary's masterclass on how to work on your pitches. And a second day was about how to position your computer for camera and microphone and lighting. So it was busy. Like I couldn't believe it. Like it's like, oh my gosh, Saturday, this whole week flew by for me. But it was good busy because I was writing with my Suzanne, my writer. We've completed chapter 5. I'm real happy with that moving forward. I've communicated with Apple app game developers. I don't know if some of you knew the struggles I was going through with the laptop and being locked out with a user ID. Well, we got the new iPhone, we got a new user ID, and I just spoke with the Apple developer department. They're opening up my 10 app games again. So those will be available for everyone to play. We have the YouTube channel up and um, spoke with my intellectual property attorney also and found out that we're still in the line to get approval for the federal trademark. It's been 3 years now. And I guess back up with COVID was what she said. And but we've been in communication and hope to get on another podcast with Dr. Tina, who has a podcast with 6 million subscribers and it's about homeschooling. And so, yeah, just moving forward because it's back to school. Earl and all classroom teachers in the United States of America can receive copies of the books from DonorsChoose.org. We'll be updating the press release since I became a winner of the Awesome Grant Foundation in July. We'll be gifting the Waikiki School for the Deaf books, coloring books, a water unit with Leon when he is visiting in October in Honolulu, and October happens to be anti-bullying month. And so we're just kind of getting all our products updated. We'll be updating the website with Christian Mendez. And I'll be on the Disability Channel next week with Jay Stoyan and Dr. Laura. And we are using part of that grant money as well to hire persons with disabilities to be on the Disability Channel. And they're doing an amazing job in regards to positioning the flyers and the products and all that. I'm very impressed with it. Seeing the 2 interviews that I've had And we'll continue to do that for the next 4 months, where they have 22 million subscribers. So it's exciting to get this out, have all these different opportunities and interviews. And Earl, I've been following a couple of people on Facebook and Instagram, YouTube, that have disabilities. One is Trent, who is an autistic drawer. He has his own business. It's pretty cool. You can send a request to Trent, and he'll draw a picture for you. And he's received over 100,000 subscribers. He made it to 1 million subscribers now. He has a specific T-shirt with a stork on it that says 1 million. What? So I've been watching this amazing man create this talent from his hand. So hopefully we can get them on the World of Ability. I did send an email to him. Emily, we need to follow up. And also another young man who's 3 years old. His name is Cooper. His mother is Beth. They're in Minnesota. Cooper wears cochlear implants and glasses. Worcester syndrome, Waldorf syndrome, excuse me, I pronounced that wrong, is a genetic. And he received cochlear implants, and he speaks very well. And his mother uses sign language. And we get to go throughout the day and life of Beth and Cooper. And she's a journalist as well. And just very educational videos to share with the world about being a hearing parent with a deaf child. And I'm looking forward to sending them copies of the Acts of Kindness series books and coloring books. And I sent this information to Santa Papa John, because he happens to be in Minnesota. And I believe that he will be attending the Minnesota School for the Deaf and Blind. He's 3 years old. His name is Cooper. He's got cochlear implants and wears glasses due to Waldorf syndrome. He speaks very well. He's so cute. He's so smart. And I got real inspired because he was talking about Antarctica, and Antarctica is not being white because of global climate change. And I'm really excited. Leanne McLaughlin, Clean Water Foundation, has joined us. He's only got a few minutes here, but Leanne is talking about Beth and Cooper in Minnesota, a mother with a deaf child who's 3, who's very intelligent. And Suzanne and I are writing the 5th chapter of Cool Acts of Kindness, featuring a polar bear with a hearing loss due to climate change of having a high fever. And back in the day, many mothers to be either contracted a fever, a high fever, or the child. Back in the day, it was rubella, and resulted in the child having a hearing loss and deafness. So these are the people who I'm following, which gives me inspiration that these are the people that are going to enjoy our books. And this young man is so smart. And I just wanted to say what a great week I have writing with Suzanne. Leanne, you're joining us too. Dr. Liddy, my intellectual property attorney. We've been speaking. We are still waiting on the list for the federal trademarking. We also added the Clean Water Foundation logo to the coloring books, Leon. So they're ready to be printed, and we're making it happen this week. So Leon, tell us, what are you up to? I know you only have a few minutes.
Yeah, thank you so very much. And I do only have a few minutes. Sorry about that, but we've been working on putting the last stretch of the deal with the private equity company that's looking good, that we're going to be opening up the stores, the water, coffee, and juice bars that your puppets will be in, and also your coloring books. That's going really, really well. Been in meetings with them all day. We're putting the logistics together for all that. And we're looking at probably October to start the funding for doing all of this. And it looks really good. And I'm super happy about that. We also just had the Kirkland Eagles Club that I'm working with that's going to donate the hall to us for September the 14th and October the 5th to have a fundraising concert for Water for Children for the Hopi and Navajo Reservation. So we're getting a lot of momentum. Like I said, with the private equity group, we'll be opening up over 30,000 coffee, water, and juice bars locations, and that funding is looking really, really good. And we're looking at October to do that, where we will be putting not only Dr. Emoto Messages of Water books in, but Mariana's Acts of Kindness books and puppets in those stores. They love the proposal, so we're dotting the I's and crossing the T's on that. Along with, like she said, I'll be in Hawaii in October to go to the school to bring the water unit and talk about the water there. We're sending over 72 filters that's custom made to the Hopi and Navajo in 2 more weeks. And actually, the CEO of Dr. Emoto, Michiko, who's now the CEO, will be coming into Arizona to go to the reservation to talk about all of what we're doing. So things are going really, really well, and it couldn't be better. So that's some great news that I wanted to tell you guys. I'm actually getting on another call in about 2 more minutes to talk to the folks that's setting all of this up, along with us going to Cabo. And if we go to Cabo, and I'm talking to the folks that's running some of the resorts over there to do some fundraising, and Mariana, where you're at, we just going to combine the two. So we'll have some fundraising to put water units in Cabo and also where you at in your San Carlos location. So I'm going on a call in 2 minutes to talk to those folks on setting that up. We got a gentleman called Sterling the Magician. He's a young kid that was voted by David Copperfield and Lance Burton to be one of the next top magician in the world. And we're all getting on this call in about 2 more minutes. So yeah, just wanted to update you guys on that. Everything's going great. Without the World of Ability, none of this would not be happening, and working together works. So thank you very much, everyone. And I'll update you guys next week on what's going on. But yeah, things are closing and getting really close, and people are happy to get involved with us.
Well, that's exciting. Man.
Yeah, couldn't have never did it without you, Emily and Marianne and the whole team, Kurt. So yeah, we are really rocking and rolling. Unbelievable. So
Well,
guys, I
Suzanne-
gotta jump off, but Mariana, I'll call you later today and update you on what's going on. But yeah, that funding for us to open up them stores is on the last stretch.
Okay, we're on the last stretch of the book, Cool Acts of Kindness for you, Leon. We got your logo on the books, and we're working on everything as well, and trademarking with Dr. Liddy. And I'm on the Disability Channel with Jay Stoyan with 22 million followers and subscribers. So we're getting the message out. And Waikiki School for the Deaf can't wait for you to bring the books and the water unit to Waikiki School for the Deaf and Blind.
Okay,
Mahalo.
gotta go, guys. Talk to you later and have a great weekend.
Have a
Thank
great-
you, Leon. Thank
All
you,
right,
Leon.
bye-bye.
And
Ho, ho,
We
ho,
have
welcome,
Santa
Santa.
in the house.
ho,
In
ho,
the
ho.
house.
Santa Papa's
What's
in the
going on,
house.
everybody? Everybody
Welcome,
off to a
Santa.
good Saturday.
Yeah, was everything going in Santa's world?
You know, it's not a bad Saturday so far. Did some good meetings and did some videos. I still got to do some happy birthday videos this evening, so that'll be exciting to share some smiles and some giggles and some warm positive, joyful memories with another happy client. So that'll be exciting.
Excellent.
And the cool thing is
Yeah.
she's getting it for her daughter who turns 30 years old. So, there's no age limit to believing in Santa. Even Earl can still believe in Santa.
So Santa, I just was talking to my deaf friend last night, and his birthday is in November. I know it's way out there. But what would I have to do to make a video with you to send him a surprise birthday wish? How do we do that? How do we contact you, Santa?
SantaPapaJohn.com, or I'm on all the social media. So
And
it's
how long would a video take to make? How many days before his birthday do I need to contact you to make this happen and
it
send it
depends
to
on
him?
how busy I'm getting, but in November you're gonna want me to line me up sooner than later. By November, I'm making like 20 videos or 25 or 30 videos a day. That's my goal right now. But normally I can get I want about a 3-day notice. So that gives me enough time to get things prepared and get the script written and find out all the information to make it personalized just for the person that I'm making it for.
How many days till Christmas, Santa?
122.
Wow.
122, and they're going by quick here. I can we just remember back in February when it was like 300 and I'm going, holy moly, and now we're down to 122.
Awesome. So, Santa, did you receive the mini horse?
Not yet.
Really?
Yes, I don't know what's going on with the mail, but I have not received anything yet.
Oh my gosh, Santa, you're going to have a lot of letters from a lot of children
I'm
that,
hoping so. It'll be fun.
yeah, yeah. So that's awesome.
That doesn't
And I,
surprise me with the mail, especially because I always had issues with mail up in St. Cloud when I was up there.
Normally I get stuff, in 3, 4, 5 days, wherever they're coming from in the States. I haven't had issues with the mail system up here so far. Touch wood, Earl, touch wood. But we all know, some of those guys like to not work the hardest, as I've been told. I have not clarified this and seen this myself, but we do hear stories, unfortunately.
Yep.
How's Emily doing today?
I'm good. Keeping busy.
Good,
Uh,
good, good. Kurt and Sue are doing some water ski shows today, I'm assuming.
Yep, I have water ski event today. Yep.
I'm amazed she doesn't, tie the anchor around his ankle or something. Oh, did I say that out loud? Well,
Yeah,
I
you
wasn't
did.
supposed to. I wasn't supposed to say that out loud.
That's surprising
Um,
coming from Santa.
I didn't say nothing. You must have heard the computer saying something.
Must be hearing things.
Yes. So I finally was able to talk to my website guy, and he's going to start working on a whole new website, I think starting yesterday or today. So I'm excited to see what kind of project he's going to deliver, and it's going to include, the new stories, a section for the stories, and then of course a section for the veteran page. You heard what I'm going to do with the veteran list, right, Earl?
Yep, I sure did. Yeah.
And it's pretty sad that all this technology out there, all the people that not only you and I and everybody else get in contact, there is no list that is affordable. I was told there was one list that is national, is comprised of whoever, but they're charging these guys $5,000 a year. Well, sorry to say, all the organizations I have been in contact with lately, and I know, Earl, you're in the same situation where you're talking with the radio stations and doing, veteran and Army radio and stuff. Those guys don't have that kind of money to put onto a list to help them find. So,
Unfortunately.
yeah, the reality of it. So I'm getting starting getting names handed to me. So I compiled my letter last night to explain what I'm doing. And so now I will start sending out letters. So anybody out there that's listening to this, that's hearing this, that knows of anybody out there that puts together some kind of organization or service that helps our veterans. And that's the key word there, is helps our veterans, because people are saying, well, I run a veteran business, but it doesn't help. Well, that's good for you. You're not getting on my list. I mean, I might compile a secondary list of some sort, but I'm looking for the businesses that are supporting and helping our veterans.
Yep,
And,
that's exactly the reason why I am involved with Military Veterans Radio. And in fact, we will be starting up broadcasting live on this Sunday. In fact,
I thought it was this week, Earl.
Yeah, that's tomorrow that the station starts back up again. So the station will be live on the air starting tomorrow. And then I will be.
Where can they listen to it, Earl?
Militaryveteransradio.com.
Okay, make sure you put that in the chat.
Yep, and then I will be live on the air on Mondays and Wednesdays.
Now, where is this radio? Who is their target market, and where are they trying to broadcast? I know it's on the internet, so it's going to be worldwide, but who are they connecting with?
Yeah, the main owner is here in the States. She's over on the East Coast. The co-owner is over in the UK.
Okay. So are they going after just North American audiences, or are they going for worldwide? Because, I talked to some businesses in Australia the other day. They do support work for veterans in Australia.
Yep. And in fact, the co-owner, seeing how he's over in the UK, he does a regular news report covering military, current uniformed military, and also veterans worldwide. So he does a regular news broadcast covering everything for current militaries, current serving military personnel, and also veterans worldwide.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. I'll try and get you a video done so you can share it around tomorrow for you.
Yep.
Send me a link of some of the information, and I'll try and do a video for you so you can promote it.
That I can do. And then, like I said, I will, they're having me create a lot of new promos for the station because that's what I specialize in. So she's having me handle all of that. So
okay.
Any type of audio that for audio PSAs that are going to be played on the station, I will be taking care of that.
Okay, good to know. Good to know. Because, I'm hearing Canada has issues with finding services for veterans as well. So it might be a worldwide problem. I don't know, Earl. I don't know, because I know the Brits, people in UK, they look after their seniors very well. So I'm assuming they would be looking after their veterans very well. But that's some questions that need to be asked, I'm assuming. So, that could be something that you could find out for me, because I don't know, maybe this list is going to go worldwide for different places. I really don't know, but I guess we'll cross one bridge at a time.
Yeah, in fact, I do know. Well, yeah, the problems are not just here in the States with the military bases. There is issues worldwide, and yes, from what I understand, the current uniformed officers and veterans over in the UK are very well taken care of by their government, which I love seeing. I love hearing about, because that is an important issue that is always front and center. Yeah, I think to be honest, I think the biggest problem right now is here in the States.
Yeah.
With how our current uniformed people and our veterans are being treated.
I don't know if it's been brought to your attention, Earl, or not, but there's a lot of organizations out there that recognize and help our veterans, but they cut it off post 9/11. Now, if you're a veteran, you sign your name on the dotted line. Does it really matter if you were before 9/11 or after 9/11? Are you still not a veteran?
That I don't know. That's a big question that I know a lot of people are asking, and I don't think anybody has the right answer for that yet.
Yeah, and I've heard there's some big national organizations. I won't mention them here, but they won't do anything to help you if you are pre 9/11.
Hmm.
Well, I'm sorry, you're still a veteran. You still signed up your name on the dotted line. You still went over and defended this country. It's not my place to judge, but it just sounds like that's a very frustrating thing for some of our veterans that don't understand why there's a cutoff date.
Well, and a lot of that has to deal with um, basically current administration. I mean, it seems like every administration either avoids that topic, avoids wanting to get anything involved into it, but it also has to deal with those who are in the Senate and the House. Those are the two entities that are causing this issue, along with the Veterans Administration. They are the worst culprits because basically their administration needs a serious overhaul, and they have got to get, pardon my language, but they need to get their butts in gear. They need to.
Yes. I know we're crossing a thin line here, Earl. That is
Yeah,
very,
I
very,
know. I'm
very
trying.
thick.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to like I can
Yeah,
do.
and I had a good. I had to take my wife down to the cities the other day to see a specialist because she broke her foot, believe it or not, climbing into bed, and
How the heck did she do that?
we don't know. She climbed into bed and did she drag it across the footboard or the sideboard? We don't know, but she climbed into bed and she heard a pop. Well, it went on for a day or two and her foot getting more sore and more sore. And she thought, I just, I strained a muscle or something. I'll leave it for, well, by the fourth day, it was, she has a very high pain tolerance. Well, I took her into, the doctor and they did some x-rays and they said, hey, look at that. You broke your foot on the top of one of the little bones on the top of the foot behind the second big the little toe beside the big toe there. And they gave her one of those big plastic walking boots that go all the way up to her shin. And of course, it's too heavy for her. And she's got bad hips already as it is. And it was about 3 inches difference than the other foot. So that made it really difficult to walk in. So,
Mama's not
and then
happy right now.
yeah, and then the proverbial will get you in a clinic or we'll get you an appointment with a podiatrist to make sure everything is healing correctly. Okay. Today is August the 24th. This was like August the 19th. They phoned and they said, oh, the earliest appointment we can get you in is October 15th.
Oh,
Like
good.
2 freaking months. Everything's going to be healed. So she phoned her doctor down in the cities and he said, yeah, we'll get you an appointment. How does Thursday sound? So I took her down on Thursday and seen a foot specialist. And he said, well, there's not a break there, but there's a stress crack, which is almost like a break.
Yep.
And, you're getting older, things happen, but so he gave her a different boot that was half the size, that was half as low. And this one's a little more comfortable to wear. But he answered a bunch more questions that she was asking. And, that made her feel a lot more comfortable. So, Thursday was an 18-hour day for me, including driving, almost 400 miles. But that's okay because I would do that any day of the week for her to make sure that, she's not in pain and she's getting the right care. And there's, sorry to say, the Brainerd situation up here with doctors is, well, here's a prescription that'll solve everything.
Yeah, it's not exactly the best in the world up there in Brainerd.
No, no, unfortunately. So, but we can't change it. So luckily she's got another doctor that she continues to go see because he treats her with respect and gives her the answers that she wants to hear and that she needs to hear as well. So, yeah.
Hopefully you're not you weren't dealing with which one is it? Hennepin County.
No.
That outfit's a joke.
Yeah. So, but I mean, my day started off in Australia at 5 o'clock in the morning. I found a really good group that I network with at 5 o'clock in the morning. Then I went back to sleep for a couple hours and got up, and day started with a couple meetings, and then off to Minneapolis, and then come back and end up with another great one-on-one with another lady from Australia that is inviting me here to her TV show. So I'm pretty excited about that. So, the old proverb, you plant the seeds enough, people will start realizing what's going on. And I think I might be turning the corner finally because, it's almost September 1. People are going to start thinking about Santa, and we're going to take this thing to the next level, Earl, and we're going to have some fun with it.
Yeah, okay, seeing how I'm with the Iowa Lions, I get regular updates coming from the district Facebook page. And one of the Lions clubs in our district here was already out hanging up Christmas lights outside downtown. I'm like, seriously? It's like,
hey, some of the stores are already putting Christmas stuff out. I don't create the timelines, but people are saying we got to get through Halloween first. But I heard that one the other day and I started giggling.
Yeah, well, they're making a point because they were out hanging up the old lights because I mean they're currently doing a fundraiser for brand new LED lights.
Yes.
To hang up downtown. So they were out trying to make a statement with say, hey, look at these old lights. We need to replace these. Come on.
One of the guys that I'm working with, he believe it or not, his job is to do the computer animation for those light displays. He doesn't sell, he doesn't install, but he does the computer work so that the lights go to the music.
Yep.
And his biggest clientele has about 2.5 million lights, and they start now. It's a big hotel golf course in Phoenix, and they start now setting this up so that it's ready to go by November 1st. It takes 2.5 months to set this thing up.
There is a company out there that's actually named Christmas Lighting.
Yeah.
It's a fairly large company. I don't remember where they're based out of, but I've had communication with them. And yeah, they do a ton of business.
The biggest one that he's worked on, he showed me some pictures, was in Abu Dhabi last year. And the one Christmas tree he showed me, 52 feet tall, had 50,000 lights on it and a little price tag of $247,000. And there was 10 of those in this display, plus all the other stuff set up. I said, so they spent like $5 million on hardware. He said, yeah, it was about that, and about another $2 million for installation. And then he said, I come along to run it all to music. And he said, it took me over a month to set this thing up. Yeah. So he's introducing me to a whole industry that I didn't think was an industry, but I'm starting to put bits and pieces together on how big that industry actually is.
Are
Now,
they
have you seen?
were they trying to compete with the Times Square tree every year?
I don't know, but have you seen the movie Candy Cane Lane with Eddie Murphy out? It came out a year ago.
No, I didn't see that one.
It's a wonderful little great movie. Actually, we've seen it already. But I said to this gentleman, I said, now this whole neighborhood had a competition on lights and displays and stuff. I said, is that a true fact? He said, oh, yes. He said, he's from Houston. And he says, there's at least 6 neighborhoods in Houston that have this competition. Now, I said, I'm going to take a wild guess here and figure out, I said, are these guys spending, $2,000 to $3,000 on their light displays, each of them? He said, you're in the ballpark. I'm going, holy crap. He said, that's, that whole street is, if you had 20 houses in that competition, that is some serious money. And he said, oh yeah. He said, there are cities that there are, 10, 15, 20 of these streets that their competition is real.
Yeah, and you get neighbors who are really competitive to try to outdo each other every year.
Yeah.
But
absolutely crazy, insane. So he's going to introduce me to a bunch of those people. So to get Santa approved, and we're going to have some fun with it. So yeah, there's the power, Earl and Emily, of networking. We all know that networking is great and you build up the great relationship, but who do you know behind you that you can refer me to, or I can refer someone to you, Earl, or Emily does such a great job. Who can we refer that, someone else wants to set up a podcast with Myth Emily and stuff like that? There's the true power of networking. And, with this platform, the Disability Network, how many people are listening to us going, these guys are nuts. We need to talk to them more because they make us giggle and laugh.
yeah, it's about like me, because I mean, with my DJ service, with getting holiday parties, every year I will go make the rounds to Menards, to Walmart, and to other places that carry Christmas lights, and I will wind up buying new stuff to add on to what I've already got, and to have a real basically holiday display when I'm out doing gigs. And people really enjoy that, especially corporate parties. And so, Grant, I know that what I've got doesn't even compare to what these neighborhoods are doing. But when it comes to my services, yeah, I'm a former electrician, so lighting is my specialty. And I go a little bit overboard, but that's where that's where I come in different from everybody else.
There you go. And I've had that conversation for 40 years, Earl. A DJ pushes play, doesn't he? Well, let's have a conversation and I'll show you why. And then you people say, well, you don't put your price tags on your website. No, because I'm not a normal Joe. I do different things differently. So let's have a conversation so I can show you. The best one I heard, Earl, and I don't know if you've heard this comparison or not, but you always get people phoning and say, first question out of their mouth is, how much? Not what can you do? Not are you available? They want how much? Well, I like to come back with them and say, hey, I've got a car for sale behind door number 1. Deal of the day is $5,000. Well, yeah, I'm not going to buy it. I need to know more information. Oh, sucks to be you. You just missed out on a Porsche 911 worth $195,000 because you didn't want to answer the question yes or no. So why do you want to book your DJ without answering some questions?
Mm-hmm.
You won't buy a car. You won't hire any other services without asking the questions on what you can do for me, what makes you different, what makes you the best DJ for my wedding to make it the best wedding that I've ever seen, or party, or blah, 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 whatever kind of activity that they're having. But they want to know price because our wonderful society in North America is got the Walmart mentality that price is the only thing that matters. And I'm sure you see the same thing.
Oh yeah, I have.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So,
All right. I know we're getting down to the last couple minutes here, Emily. Anything that you want to end off with?
Not sure. To thank both of you for coming, but do you guys, either of you have any last comments that you'd like to?
no, I think we just need to get this shared out more so we can get some more people, and hopefully we got some people listening on the backside because we do have some amazing conversation on this, platform. And usually we have some very interesting visitors that come and visit because they have not only unique problems, unique services that they offer, but with the disability channel and it's getting the word out there that there are people that are willing to help solve different problems. And that's what I'm doing with this military list. I'm going to try and help alleviate some of the problems that they can't find their services. So, Earl, take a closer down.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for coming to join us today on the World of Ability podcast with Emily and myself, Santa Papa John, also to Marianne and to everybody else who are our regular guests. If you do have any questions, feel free to reach out to Emily, to Kurt Roscoff, to
Susan?
Yeah, Susan Roscoff. There we go. Mind blank. Yeah, I hate when that happens. Be sure to reach out to them. They'll have a lot of great information for you. And also, we have a lot of good things going here at the World of Ability. The Roscoffs they're always live on air with different topics, especially for the veterans, for military. Susan's got her project called Die Hard that she works very hard at. And so, yeah, just come join us every Saturday, starting at 1 o'clock Central, right here on Facebook and also on the Zoom podcast. If you ever want to be a part of the Zoom broadcast, let us know and we'll get that information to you.
Thank you, Earl, and also just want to quickly add to everybody check out all of our social media, YouTube, and so on. But we are here every Saturday. And so thank you, everybody. Until next time, have a safe and productive week.